Hello, guys. I hope you guys have had a really good weekend. So today we're gonna do a recap of the Friday session on the ES E-mini 500 futures. Again, I know everybody was just like, "Oh my gosh, it's Friday! There is nothing going on Fridays," but this Friday was actually pretty awesome. We had a lot of action going on the Friday, and if you watch my key levels video, that I uploaded before the session started, I had marked certain key levels that I wanted to be watching. All right. In this case, those key levels were this one right here, which was a supply level on 69.3625 to 69.3375, which we had a really good trade. I mean, look at this. This trade could have been like pretty amazing. I mean, I only got a 3-to-1 risk to reward. I only got this little movement right here. I enter, I think, right around here. But I mean, this could have easily been like a really good trade. Like really good. Could have been a really good one, okay? But anyways, today we're just gonna go ahead and review the possible setups that we could have had throughout the day. Again, guys, I don't trade ICT or anything like that. I do trade supply and demand. Those are the key. Those are my key levels. And sometimes I use VWAP as a help to guide me through the context of what's going to happen once price reaches that level. Okay, I don't really trade off of VWAP on the S&P 500. My main things are just the supply and demand levels that are drawn on here. Okay, so right here on this chart right here that you have, it's the trading view. That's what I use for charting. And then right here we have the NinjaTrader, which is pretty much what I use for executing my orders. Okay, I don't know, I like NinjaTrader. I like their ATM strategies. I like that you can add many accounts into it. In the near future, I'm going to start copy trading into different accounts. Okay, also another thing about NinjaTrader is their CVD is supposed to be a lot more accurate than the one on TradingView. However, like so far I find the TradingView one, it's pretty accurate as well. I mean, I don't expect it to be like 100% accurate, but it does a pretty good job. I mean, that's how I was able to catch this trade. I was using the TradingView CVD indicator. Okay. Alright, guys, so let's start it off. So right on the pre-market plan, we were looking at this level right here, which is the 69.36 to 69.33, and this one was another level that I wanted to watch, which was the 69.13 to 69.08. Okay, and right here could have been the first trade of the day right here on this section. I didn't take that trade because it was too early. Like, it was only like 8 minutes into the market. I usually like to wait for 15 minutes or more for me to start making trading decisions, but this could have been a really good setup right here. Right here, this was we see a CVD divergence over here in price. All right, so and we take a look at this trend line right here. We have this price making a low and a lower low, right? However, on the NinjaTrader, if we actually take a look at it, if you come over here to right here, we do have, let me see if I can draw this line right here. We have this right here, and then we have this one right here. Well, let's see, taka taka taka, and then we have this one right here. Okay, so as you can see, we have a low, a lower low. However, on the CVD, we see that we have a low and a higher low. All right, and as you can see, like these candles do not really match the this CVD does not match these candles. You see how big these candles are and how little these candles of the CVD are. So that right there already tells me, hey, there is a weakness on the selling power. I mean, we're moving the price down. However, like, there is nothing going on there. Like, the CVD is not moving any lower. So what happens? It shoots up. All right. So I don't have the data of the book map. All right. So the first trade that I took was actually right here. I was looking for a continuation of the Actually, it was like right here. I was looking for a continuation of the I did a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So I was looking for a continuation of the book map. Again, there is a certain pattern on the book map that I wanted to take, and that showed up on the book map. I don't have the book map data. I didn't save it, but pretty much what happens is like we got a really nice pullback from this supply level, and then I saw a lot of buying power coming in. So I decided to enter the trade, and it pretty much took only one candle for that trade. So it was a pretty cool trade. I have it on the live stream if you want to go and check it out. But yeah, it was a pretty cool trade. Now the second trade that I took was this one right here. I'm gonna go back to the trading view chart just so I can be a little bit more accurate on it. And this was pretty much the trade that we took on the S&P. This was the second trade that we took. So my thinking behind this was we do have this line. Hold on, let me make so we have, okay, so this line right here, up here, we have a new higher high. It broke through that supply level. Then it starts consolidating. It tried to me, this looks like a failed breakout of a supply level. So what I was hoping to see was just to say like a double top or a divergence in the CVD, or seen on the book map, a lot of selling, no, or a lot of sellers being right here on this area over here. So what ended up happening, we pulled back, all right, and then boom, we shoot up. But what happens? Look, this bar, like if you actually really zoom in, this bar right here, like is pretty much close at the same level as this previous bar. However, if you look at the CVD, this is the same, like they close at the same price, 69.37. However, on the CVD, what's happening? We have a high and a higher high. However, price is not able to move past that level. So right there at that point, I have enough confidence to go ahead and take the market short. And then what ends up happening, it ends up going really short. And honestly, I don't know why, but I mean, I win is a win, but I could have actually taken a really long to this demand level right here. It could have been, a 7 to 1, or even down here a 15 to 1. But again, I'm not gonna get into that right now. I took the trade that I took, and that's what it is, right? And I follow my rules. I mean, it was a pretty good trade. All right, so after that I didn't take any trades, but if we analyze the market a little bit more, we are going to find that at this same level right here that we were supposed to be watching, 69.13 to 69.08, again right around 9:45, 9:46, we do have another sort of interesting thing happening. We're gonna validate it. I actually have not taken a look at the CVT from the how's it called, from the Ninja Trader. But right here on the trading view, it seems pretty obvious that this is a really good divergence. Again, we have these peaks right here. We have this one goes higher, but this one right here is lower than this one, which matches, but is lower than this peak right here on the CVD. So let me go ahead and do this again. So we have this one right here, which is this one, this one, we have this one, then we have this one, then we have this one, and we have this one, and then we have this one, and we have this one over here. ¿Qué necesitas? Hey, okay.
The guy said to send me a picture.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, send the picture and see what he says. How much it is gonna be. Hmm. All right, guys, so we do have this one right here, and then we're also gonna have this one right here. But where we see the divergence happening, right here there is no divergence, but where the divergence happens is right here on this third peak. It is diverging with this one right here. You see this one is higher than this one, so therefore that one could have been a really good entry to take it to the downside. All right, and yeah, I mean, as far as the trades, other possible trades that could have happened during the day, that was pretty much the only ones that I would have taken, to be honest. Anything after that would have been just noise. And now what we have to do is watch out for, the session today on Sunday to open. And, tomorrow we'll do another pre-market session or pre-market plan. So we can see what key levels we're going to be watching and see how effective they're going to hold. All right. So thank you guys. That was it for today. If you like the content, please subscribe, give a like, comment how you like this setup right here on the screen. Do you like it having these like 3 charts right here? Just tell me if you actually like this layout. All right. And all right, guys. See you guys.